Hey guys, it's me, Sierra the Solitary Witch, back with another video. I took a quick little break last week and gave myself some rest to recharge and to just be re-inspired and take time to think of more content for you guys. And so what I think I've come up with is I want to kind of start like a goddess series. So consider this video to be the first installment of the goddess series, and I'm really excited about it. We're going to be talking today about the art of seduction in reference to astrology. Before we jump in, keep in mind that as I go through these archetypes, there is no one archetype that is better than the other. There is no one archetype that is more right or more wrong than the other. Every person, male or female, has the right to express their seduction in whatever way they choose. My only hope is that you guys are using these energies constructively, and that you're not using these energies to harm or traumatize or negatively affect another person. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. So there are 4 planetary seduction archetypes, and these 4 planets are the Moon, Venus, Neptune, and Pluto. Let's go ahead and start with the Moon seduction archetype. What does that look like? So obviously, if you're familiar with astrology, the moon represents how we feel. It represents in what way we like to be nurtured. And so when you are using the lunar energy in the seductive way, or if you are embodying the lunar energy as your seduction archetype, what this is going to look like is obviously you are the nurturer. So you like to feed people on an emotional level. It is very important for you to have that moon bond with your partner, with your significant other, with your lover. If you have not established that moon bond, it's probably not going to work out for you. So if you like to express your seduction in the lunar energy, this is the type of person who is deeply looking for a life partner. They're looking for a long-term relationship. So this is the type of partner that wants to build a home with you. They want to build a family. However, it is important to be careful with the lunar expression of seduction because a lot of people are kind of negatively expressing or negatively taking advantage of the lunar energy. Obviously, make sure that you set your boundaries. The next archetype that we're going to talk about is the Venus seduction archetype. So first off, let me just put this in as a note here because people tend to get this confused. Venus energy is not the same as lunar energy. So Venus is the seductress. She is the one who wants romance. She wants to be wined and dined. She is into the art of attraction. She likes gifts. She is very magnetic. She has a way of pulling things to her without having to say a word. People fall over her feet. You may know somebody like this in your life where people just want to do for them, like always lending a helping hand. This is the Venus energy. Venus is the seductress. Moon energy, lunar seductress, is the nurturer. So when you're operating in the seduction archetype of Venus, this can be very fun. This can be exciting because it's romance. It's just, you're out, you're having fun, you're flirting, c'est la vie. But this is not the type of energy that typically leads to the long-term relationship, the life partner, the 30 plus years of marriage. It is an important aspect. Having that attraction, having that fun, having that spark and that excitement is an important element to the long-term relationship or the life partner, but it's not something that's necessarily going to make it stay. So that's a very important distinction to make. The Venus seduction archetype can also come off as being superficial. So again, it's another kind of thing that you have to balance out, just like the moon archetype has its own thing that it has to balance out. So, you know, it's great to receive gifts. That's why Venus rules self-value. That's why Venus rules material object things. It's nice to receive because it shows us that we are valued. It makes our self-esteem feel heightened. But it's important to remember that it is not everything. So moving on to the seduction archetype of Neptune. So this is getting into some kind of more advanced, serious stuff, because when you're tapping into the Neptune seduction archetype, this is quite literally bewitching. Like, you are an enchantress. You are entrancing people. That is why Neptune rules drugs. That's why it rules addiction. That's why it rules the illusionary kind of ethereal energy. Neptune literally equals fantasy. This is another power source of the divine feminine. It's been a little distorted over time, and people have definitely misused, male and female people have definitely misused this energy over time. But the point of the Neptunian energy is to inspire. So take any favorite celebrity that you have. You see this person and you're just like, wow, like they seem otherworldly to you. That is because they are selling a fantasy. They are projecting an image of a fantasy that you feel resonance with. You feel a sort of desire or a connection to. This is the power of the woman. This is the power of the feminine, is that we can cast these illusions if and whenever we deem necessary. However, like I said, it has been misused for quite a long time. Men and women tend to use the Neptunian energy in a negative way of portraying themselves as more than what they are. Or, you know, you're selling and selling and selling a dream, but it's not rooted in reality. It has nothing real to grip onto. And so, you know, you're just casting up these illusions, and you're tricking people, and you're being deceptive in a negative way instead of in a positive way where it's inspiring. It is sort of like acting. Acting is like, okay, this is fake. Like, these are all fake characters. This is a fictional storyline, but you may watch this film and you connect so deeply with it on an emotional level that it inspires you. It invokes some sort of deeper emotion in you that makes you want to, change your life in a certain way, or you think differently about a certain thing. That is the positive aspect of Neptune. So when you're operating in the Neptune seduction archetype, it basically means that people become very attached to you in the sense of being infatuated by you. You may leave and all of a sudden their life feels very mundane. It feels very empty. It feels like the magic is gone. And then once you're back again, they're on this high with you, and it's just this wonderful, like you're just this breath of fresh air. So when you use the Neptune seduction archetype, people are going to be fantasizing about you. They're going to be fantasizing about you. They're going to be daydreaming about you. The fantasies that they're kind of wrapping you up in may be extremely exaggerated and untrue, but they just can't help themselves because there's something about you that just makes them feel like they need to have you a part of their lives, like one way or the other. But last but not least, we are going to come to the Pluto seduction archetype. If you can operate within this seduction energy, you're powerful. I mean, that's literally what Pluto represents, is power. So seduction archetype of Pluto, these are going to be your dominatrixes. These are the women that are just like, they take no bullshit. Like, if they're coming for you, they're coming for your head, period. They're coming for your head and your heart. And this is not a seduction technique that is for everyone. Not everyone can operate in the Pluto seduction archetype. And that's okay. If you can and you Again, you're not harming people, you're not creating negativity or trauma for people. Awesome, great. But it's not for everybody. It's important to note here that the Pluto Seduction archetype is an inside job. It's not an outside job. So what you're doing is you are affecting this person on a psychological level. It is psychological occultism. You're getting into their head. It's like you're rewiring their brain. And similar to the Neptunian seduction archetype, you're all they can think about. And when you're operating in this Pluto seduction energy, you're very mysterious, you're very kind of secretive, and there's this alluring sort of like mystery around you that people are very drawn to. So it's like you know everything about everyone else, but nobody knows everything about you. But that's the part that like keeps them coming back, is because you're just this giant like question mark that they can't figure out. The more secretive you are, it's like the more secretive you are, the sexier you are to people. Think 50 Shades of Grey, Christian, okay? Think that. When you're operating in the Pluto seduction archetype, sex is very much a big part of this archetype, because it's like the sex solidifies, it binds it all together. Again, it's like a psychological thing. It's also interesting because it's like people naturally want to submit to you. Like, it doesn't matter what you want from them. It doesn't matter what you say. They will do whatever you want them to do because you just have this like hold over them, and they don't know where the hell, like, they're just like, where the hell did I leave my power at? Like, this person has all my power and I don't know how they have it. Like, you just have this like this way with people where they just want to do for you, like, and it's just like you're so sexy to them and you're so mysterious and all of these things. Like, they don't even care. Like, they just want more. And so this is a very sort of like powerful and transformative seduction archetype. And so it very easily could be a positively transformational experience, or it could drop into a very destructive, very negative experience that creates a lot of trauma. So when you're operating in the Pluto seduction archetype, it is extremely important that you are responsible. Do not go playing with Pluto energy if you are immature. Do not do it. It is not good for you. It will not turn out well. I can promise you that. So with that being said, you guys, that is going to be the end of this video. It's kind of a quick one, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you got something out of it. Keep in mind that, of course, you can look at your natal chart and kind of see and, you know, kind of pinpoint like what seduction archetype you kind of lean more toward. But it's important to also note that all of the archetypes that I just discussed, this is universal energy. So anybody can tap into these different archetypes and use them to their advantage or to their benefit. Like I said, please use them responsibly, but this energy is for anyone, male or female. The goal of these energies is to have a nice kind of melted balance. Like you want to use these energies constructively. The divine feminine essence embodies all four of these archetypes in perfect harmony and perfect synchronicity. So again, it's something that's very hard to achieve, but it doesn't hurt to kind of dabble in different archetypes for different situations or different partners. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I will see you guys soon for another video or the monthlies. Take care.